a chance, but this man, the hero, I think, of the first race, Michael Simpson, who will start from the front row of the grid alongside race winner Gianluca Beggio. Dry weather, they're on slick tyres, they're back in their dry chassis, they're wearing their regular race overalls now, which helps us poor commentators identify these guys. So any one of 5 people can win the championship, and there's a collision already there at the first corner. That is Manetti. Manetti's been hit by Massimiliano Orsini. He is out. And the race is on, and Michael Simpson and Beggio fighting for the lead already. Michael leading the race from Richard Blanken and Milton Ritabris, Saarinen and Beggio. So a terrible start for Beggio, dropping right back there. So our man Michael Simpson leading the whole field. Richard Blanken of Holland, Milton Ritabris of Sweden, Toni Saarinen of Finland, and Gianluca Beggio, the man who wants to win this championship so desperately, back in 5th place at the moment. So what a disaster for Manetti. This was his chance this year to become European champion, and he is out of the race. The kart damaged as Michael Simpson leads the field. Still Blanken and Ritabris and Saarinen and Beggio as they cross the line at the end of the first lap. Michael pulling away a little bit, if anything. 5 years experience behind him. A lot of sorting out going on there all through the field. But that is all happening behind Simpson. He's not worried about that at the moment. He just wants to keep his lead. No change in the order. Richard Blanken, the man who tunes his own engines, he says his hobby is girls. Milton Ritabris. And at the end of lap 2, it's still Michael Simpson, but Ritabris makes a big move down the inside to take 2nd place. 26 years old from Stockholm in the Birol Parilla, been racing since '84. 2nd in the European Championships of '92, Scandinavian champion the same year. 2nd in the Suzuka World Cup of '92, and 9th in the World Championship at Ugento, but at the moment he is fighting for the lead of the final race of the European Championship season. But remember, the World Championships finish at Laval. Start and finish in Laval because it's a 1-weekend event. Laval, France, September the 19th, where Eurosport will be covering the event as always in the Formula 1 of karting. And leading the Formula 1 Grand Prix here at Bergam in Holland is Michael Simpson of Britain. A big collision there, I think, between Beggio and Ritabris. Beggio charging through from his very slow start. He's started from front row pole position, but he was 5th at the end of lap 1. Beggio climbing all over Michael Simpson. Now they're on slick tyres, remember, and they are extremely fast here on this incredible circuit at Bergam, New Zealand Bergen. Weather's changed completely now. Hot sunshine as the lead goes. Beggio takes the lead. It's just a repeat of the first race at the moment because Simpson's hanging on. Ritabris in 3rd, Richard Blanken 4th, and still there behind in 5th place, it's Tino Saarinen. Well, classic racing as always in the Bridgestone CIK European Championships. 16 laps to go. What can Michael Simpson do? As we look at the 3rd place battle, 3 karts fighting for that, and behind them another big gaggle of karts led by Topi Sajala fighting out for 7th place. Richard Blanken, and coming up through the field, Nicola Gianni-Berti, who finished 15th in that race. That first race doing exactly what Guy Denis did in the Formula A. Problems in qualifying, started from the back of the grid. They both finished the first race in 15th place, and they both have to come through to try and take their respective championships. Guy Denis did it. Can Nicola Gianni-Berti, 17 years old, as we told you, from Piacenza, 88 Italian junior champion. He was 2nd in the Hong Kong Grand Prix of '91, and last year You may remember he was the World Formula A champion before moving up into Formula Super A. He won the last 3 races, Jesolo and 2 at Marienburg. As we see Richard Blanken there, taking away Milton Rietarbris's hard-fought 3rd place. While Beio and Michael Simpson go further and further away out front. So really great racing, and just look at Blanken trying to defend his position. Saarinen still tucked in behind there. Tomi Saarinen from Finland, Finnish drivers really to the fore this year. We saw Risto Virtanen in the Formula A races do so well this year. And Gianni Berti there, Nicola Gianni Berti in the Haas kart, Rotax engine, racing on Dunlop tyres. But this is our race leader, Gianluca Beggio from Michael Simpson. Beggio heading for the double this weekend. If he can just keep this determined Englishman off his back. But Michael really on a flyer. Everything just coming together for him. Beggio, Calicart, Rotax, Vega tyres. While Michael Simpson is PCR, chassis, PCR engine, also Vega tyres. As Milton Rietarbris gets back into 3rd place, ahead of Richard Blanken. And also really stuck in there, Max Buslinger coming back into the frame. Buslinger, the oldest guy racing, 36 years old, from Beio in Switzerland. He's on a Birol with Zero engine Vega tyres. He raced Formula 3000 in the past. He raced everything. Came back to do the European Formula Super A Championship in '92. Finished 3rd in Holland at this very track. Finished 4th at Luxembourg. But this year, not quite so much on the pace. But you can't say that this weekend, because here he is, right up there with the best of the young guys, some of them half his age. Here's our race leader, Mad Max Beggio from Monza. Michael Simpson from Leeds still chasing him. Max Buslinger now into 3rd place. Richard Blanken hanging on behind him in 4th. Nicola Gianni Berti coming through the field. We're looking out for that Haas Rotax kart, the number 36 kart of Gianni Berti. A great charge, there he is, look for the blue helmet. There he comes alongside Michael Schroeter. Held up by those rain tires in the first heat. The first final, I should say. 1 lap to go, and Beggio leads, but Michael Simpson is attacking again. Just look at this man jumping up and down in the kart to get extra MPH out of it. And Beggio knows he's got to defend his position. He is jinking that kart from left to right. As they pass back markers here. Bobby Game we just saw there. Bob Britton, the 21-year-old from Bistro, and the number 2 Haas Rotax. Bobby in 8th place at the moment. We haven't seen much of him earlier, but Bobby heading for an 8th place, and they are on the final corner, and yet again Michael can do nothing about it. And look at Beggio, he's just so happy he wins both races today, but does he win the championship? We have to see where Nicola Gianni Berti finishes, and Gianni Berti finishes in 5th place, which gives him, we think, the championship. There's the results: Beggio, Simpson, Buslinger, Blanken, Gianni Berti and Schroeter in the second race. We're looking now for the computers. There it is. Nicola Gianni Berti wins the European Formula Super A Championship from Beggio. Fisichella, who wasn't here, might have won it if he'd been here, but busy defending his Italian Formula 3 Championship lead. Manetti, Antonelli and Michael Simpson in sixth place. Well done, Michael. So, Beio, I'm disappointed that we lost Marienberg. We broke engines. That's cost us the championship, and we lost the championship then. But I'll be back in the World Championship. And he said next year, I hope we'll be doing Formula 3 in Italy. That's the way to go.
Okay.
Max Buslinger being congratulated by Ernest Busser, the president of CIK, who himself is Swiss. Nicola Gianniberti said, well, I had trouble in the rain with my tyres. It was really hard work to drive it physically, but I've won the European Championship. Now my aim is to win the World Championship. Eurosport will be back there in karting at the World Championships at Laval, France in September. Join us there. It's going to be a great weekend if it's anything like as good as the Euro.